Hi guys, I told you that I would record the unicorn drawing video for you, for those of you who weren't able to join us today during the Zoom time, and for those of you who got kicked off when it kicked us off about halfway through, so that you could see it and finish it. If you do this drawing, please send them to one of us teachers. When you're done coloring it, we're going to spam Mr. Murray with them because unicorns are Mr. Murray's favorite animal. So we are going to send him all of your unicorns once you've colored them and send them back to us. So please send us pictures. Before we get started, you need a pencil, a piece of paper, white paper, lined paper, doesn't matter. Okay. You'll need a black marker. It can be a skinny marker or a thicker marker. It's going to be for outlining. And then you'll need something that you want to use for coloring. So whether it's markers or colored pencils, if you have crayons, anything you want to color with. Let's get started. Alrighty. So on your paper, the first thing you're going to do is you are going to draw the head of your unicorn. And to do that, you are going to draw like a big backwards P, but we're going to make the loop of our P a little longer. Okay, so we're going to start with our P. We're going to make it a little bit wider, and then we're going to go down all the way to the bottom of our paper. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is going to create the hair. So from a little bit past this P that we just made, we're going to start and we're going to do a swoosh. I tell you, before you get started, or even if you have already started, that's okay. Remember to draw very lightly with your pencil. That way, if you need to erase anything, you can and it won't leave marks. I have to draw darker just because of the camera that you are seeing it off of. Okay, so we're going to do this swoosh. We're going to come to the swoosh, make kind of a curve, and come back and around. And now you just made the little front little tuft of your unicorn's hair. So this line that's already going through it, we're actually going to keep it, and it's going to be one of our hair pieces in there. And then as you can add in as many hair pieces as you want to color in later. Okay. So this will all be a different strand of hair that you can color in. Now we're going to do the back mane. So to start that, we're going to go about halfway up this little tuft of hair, and we're going to do a big push and off our paper. We're going to repeat that process again a little bit lower down, but we're going to come in closer to this line, and that's going to make our neck here and then our hair off to the side. Like that. And then again, in this hair piece, we're going to do the same thing, just make different strands of hair inside of it. It doesn't matter how thick or thin they are. If you do 2, 3, 5, totally up to you. Okay. Now we got our face kind of mapped out and our hair going on here. The next thing we're going to do is add in the ears. So our first ear is going to go from here. We're going to go up, make kind of a triangle with a rounded point, and come back down. And then we're going to do another one inside of it. And we're going to repeat that process going off of this ear a little bit and coming back down to our hair. One next thing that every unicorn needs is, of course, a horn. So if you have room, you can do your horn straight up. I did my unicorn kind of farther up towards the top of my page, so I'm going to do mine kind of sticking forward. Doesn't matter either way, the process will be the same. So you're going to make another triangle shape, but we're going to make it skinnier than the one we just did and a little bit longer. Horn, kind of round the tip, and come back. And then for your horn, you're going to make some diagonal lines inside of it. That'll kind of give it that swirl effect that you see with most unicorn horns. Okay. Next, we're going to do the mouth. So we're going to go to the end of our P curve here, and we're just going to draw a line from one side to the other. This is our nose, and put two little ovals inside of it. And then for our eye, we're going to do a curve going up and add some eyelashes. Okay, and that's your unicorn. Now with the background, you can do whatever you want to the background, decorate it in any way you want. For mine, I did some big, chunky diagonal lines like this, and then I filled them in with color later in a pattern. Earlier today when we were doing our Zoom lesson, other people did, I saw some hearts, I saw some rainbow effects going on back there. So whatever you want to do the background, you can do. Once you have finished sketching out whatever you're going to do for your background and your unicorn, then you're going to take your black marker and you're just going to outline everything on your paper. Okay. It does not have to be perfect. If you mess up in any way, like you don't, like I just did right there, I didn't fully go to where my line was. I actually made mine a little bit bigger. It's okay, you can go back in and erase the pencil marks, and nobody will be able to tell that that's not what you originally had drawn. I'm going a little bit faster just so you don't have to sit here and watch me outline all night. But you can take your time. Make sure you're covering up your lines. For all these lines that I'm missing, it's okay. Again, I can go back in and erase them out. And if you did yours lighter, it's a lot easier to erase those marks. So after I'm done outlining everything, I would just go back in with my eraser and like parts like this, where you can definitely see the line, I would erase those out before I started coloring. I have quite a few of those little spots, and that's okay again. Easy to remove the pencil marks before you color. Put in my hair. Right. And once you're done erasing the pieces that you kind of missed and outlining everything, then you can just color it however you want. This is your unicorn. We want to see your creativity, so color it in whatever fashion you want. Try not to use black since you outlined in black, otherwise it'll get a little muddled and you won't be able to see your unicorn as well. And then once you're done coloring it, either take a picture with your web camera on your Chromebook or your computer. If you're using an iPad, take a picture, parent's phone, whatever you have, take a picture of it, and then send it to us so we can send it to Mr. Murray. I'll show you my one from earlier today. I finished coloring it after the Zoom meeting was over, but this was my unicorn that I did earlier today. And I'll probably color this one too and send both of them to Mr. Murray. Yeah. Okay. Hope you guys had fun today. If you joined us, if you weren't able to join us, we really missed seeing you. It was great seeing all you guys on a